Both combo decks. Retreat's definitely a faster combo.
Definitely can be.
Definitely the more linear deck. Scapeshift definitely looking to play a longer game.
Yep.
Definitely able to control the board. Vinny plays a lot of small creatures. Matt's definitely main decking sweepers to get rid of them.
I think the thing is, though, is like the only one that matters is Knight, and Bolt is not going to kill Knight most of the time.
That's true.
So
Knight only matters if Vinny also has retreat.
Sometimes. I mean, it could also just be a big dude.
That's true.
But like, yeah, you can hit like nobles and stuff and like slow him down, but unless like Matt is doing that and also setting up to kill him, like,
yeah, it's not enough.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah, like retreat looks pretty solid in this matchup.
I would agree. Those are for some very fluorescent sleeves. Like, wow.
Yeah. Matt taking a mulligan sees one land.
I think it's 2. I think I saw 2 lands.
Yeah, I hope so.
I hope so too.
There's definitely a Farseek in his hand, so we know he can get to his 3rd.
Oh, there's a land off the top.
Okay.
Plays a stomping ground. Yep, plays a stomping ground. That was the other one. That was the first one in his hand.
So Vinny doesn't have turn 1 noble, so he definitely can't go for like the fast turn 3 kill. But if he has the rush to the combo in hand, he can still do it turn 4.
Yep. Which is still good enough.
My eyes hurt. Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah,
I kind of want them, though.
I would hope that they don't look that bad, like, in person. Like, if I went over there, they probably wouldn't look that bad. But, like, our camera probably doesn't help, right?
Yeah.
Meddling Mage.
That is a card I did not see coming.
That's rough. That probably names Lightning Bolt.
Maybe? Yeah.
Yep, he's definitely writing Lightning Bolt in that paper. They do not look that fluorescent in person. I wonder if I have a vivid filter on my camera. That could be why it's coming in so strong. Yeah, that's kind of what I feel like. That definitely looks like some kind of camera effect. Alright, so Lightning Bolt, basically going to mean that this Meddling Mage is never leaving the battlefield unless Matt has an Anger of the Gods.
I mean, it's in the deck, so it's definitely possible.
Yeah.
I almost half expected him just to name Scapeshift right there. And just be like...
that's probably what you name with the second Meddling Mage.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so... Matt casting Farseek. He's just going to start with this ramp plan.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised Meddling Mage doesn't see more play. Like, it seems very good.
There aren't a whole lot of decks in those colors.
That's fair. Especially one, like...
Can we green screen a meme onto the sleeves? That would be very easy for me to do, actually.
Well, the problem is they keep moving.
No, that's not how that works. I could chroma key green entirely and just put a meme over the entire screen, and it'll only show up wherever his sleeves are. I don't have any memes to put over it.
Well,
but I could easily do it. Yes.
All right, for next week, if we're gonna have to tell Vinny, you got to be on this. I'll buy sleeves. I'll buy those sleeves, just in case. I'll tell everybody in the store they should buy those sleeves.
Name's Primeval Titan with the second Meddling Mage.
That's odd, but okay.
Yeah. That's definitely like one of the cards that Vinny never beats. It's notable that Scapeshift can be spell quellered, well, Titan cannot.
The other thing is that if Matt like it would take like 2 more turns, but if he like is able to Scapeshift into like Valaka, even if it's not for lethal, he can just kill both of these Meddling Mages.
Yeah, he definitely could.
So that's what I'm worried about. Although to be fair, like he can just do that anyway if he just draws a Valakut.
Right, and I'm thinking that if my opponent names Primeval Titan instead of Scapeshift, I definitely put them on having a spell queller if I'm seeing Bant colors.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's a very interesting draw from his deck, though. Just 2 meddling mages, 3 lands, no mana accelerants, no combo pieces.
I think I saw a retreat in his hand.
Okay. Matt deciding whether to swing, ends up getting in for 3.
It's a Field of Ruin.
That's a Field of Ruin. That's a pretty relevant piece of interaction. Why can't we get like a meta meme in between games? I don't know what you mean by that. What do you mean meta meme? It's in for 4. I mean, he's winning this race.
Yeah.
He can just have mediocre creature beats and win the game.
Plays nothing.
Got 2 Bloodbraid Elves, though.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, he's got 2 more Bloodbraid Elves?
Yeah.
Jeez, that is a lot. And a Primetime in his hand?
Uncastable, though.
Right, for now.
But yeah.
I mean, if he just, like Steves and then finds Valakut.
Yeah, he's got a Bolt, a Scapeshift, and a Primeval Titan in hand, plus another Bloodbraid Elf.
Yeah, so he can actually just, like, Steve and then next turn untap, Scapeshift, kill both of your things. Right? He'll have enough lands to do that.
I mean, he could just kill you, right? He's at 16.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he definitely just casts Scapeshift and kills him.
Oh, yeah.
Suspend search. Yeah, especially now. He's at 10 because he just took both of those elves to the face.
Yeah, I think he actually just, like, untaps, plays a 3rd Bloodbraid, and then once the Farseek goes off, he's just like, I'm actually going to kill you.
I'm just wondering what he's doing holding up this 4 mana. He actually just played Field of Ruin and passed.
Yeah. That's what I was worried about, or, like, wondering. I was like, I don't know. Maybe he was representing Spell Queller, hoping he wouldn't do anything.
Oh, can't he Field of Ruin the Valakut that he gets off of Scapeshift in response to the triggers?
No.
No?
All the triggers go on the stack.
Right, but don't they check upon resolution too? Isn't that how that works?
I don't think so. If there's any resident Scapeshift players in the chat.
Yeah, I definitely don't know how that interaction works, and I feel like that's something I should know.
I'm pretty sure it's just like they all come in, so Valakut sees them all, puts all the triggers on the stack, and then they just go off.
Cascades into Summoner's Pact. Oh, you know how I think I know how it works. So it all the triggers go on the stack. Upon resolution, it checks to see if there are 5 mountains, and if there are still 5 mountains, they still resolve. So he would have to Field of Ruin him off of 5 mountains, which you definitely can't do.
Unless Matt gets like super greedy, gets only 5 mountains and the rest of Valakut.
Well, no, because Field of Ruin the ability will resolve.
Yeah.
And he'll just get another mountain.
Oh, sure.
And there'll still be 5 mountains.
Yeah?
Yeah. He's going to pact for another Bloodbraid Elf, okay?
Yeah. I mean, he can just kill him with Bloodbraid Elves. Doesn't even need to escape.
I mean, he's almost there, right? Like,
yeah.
He has lethal on board right now.
I mean,
except for the fact that there's a scavenging ooze in the way.
There's a Scooze in the way, but that's fine. He is gonna... No, I was gonna say he's gonna make his Scooze survive, but there's no creatures in the yard.
Nope. He's just gonna get in.
Yep.
Like, block one of my things.
Sure.
He's gonna go for the value block.
Take 9 down to 1?
Take 9 down to 1.
Well, Lightning Bolt is not an answer.
Yeah, with 2 blockers that name 2 cards that are in my hand.
Like, I mean, I guess it gets to eat Steve at the end of turn and gain a life, go up to 2.
I mean, that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, not really.
Go to 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's an intervening if clause. Yeah, that's what we just said, basically.
Yeah.
We figured it out. Like we said, he would have to find some way to take him off of 5 mountains before all of the triggers resolve. Which is just not possible. So destroying Valakut itself doesn't do anything, which is all he'd be able to do.
He did have the Spell Queller.
He didn't decide to block with Spell Queller. Instead, he flashes in an end step. He doesn't have lethal here, right? 2, 4,
Wait,
6, 7,
it's
8.
4 or less, right?
Yeah.
Why hasn't he Spell Quellered any of these Bloodbraid Elves?
I don't know. So now he's got 2, 4, 6, 8. Did we have life totals wrong? That doesn't look like lethal to me.
I don't think it was. I think he just scooped to Matt. Can we get a check on that, Dan, though, just in case?
Oh, he's at 8, not 12.
Oh.
You know what? I probably missed one of the attacks for 4 with the meddling mages.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, so he had... That makes sense then.
I guess.
Because then you just put in Spell Queller for exact lethal.
But, I mean, you still hit... Like, he tapped out for... Well, he didn't tap out. He had 1 mana left when he played Bloodbraid. You watch it cascade because it's a cast trigger. Obviously, it doesn't hit anything, and then you get the Bloodbraid. And then he can't bolt it because bolt's named by Meddling Mage.
Yeah, okay. I just missed the damage there.
Yeah.
All right.
All
So
right.
we've seen both of these sideboards already.
Yep. So we're not going to go over them, but we're just
Yeah.
going to talk about it really quick. How do you feel about Roast out of Matt? Being able to hit Meddling Mages? And sometimes
you
knights?
probably have to bring it in.
Yeah. It seems not terrible. Other than that, I don't know. Rending Volley, I guess. It hits white creatures.
Yeah, it's good enough.
Yep.
There are a lot of white creatures in this deck, so that's fine.
And then Rex Sage, right? You bring in the 1 Rex Sage for retreat?
Sure. Yeah.
It's a dude, too, so. All right. And then out of Vinny's side, Negate, maybe? Disdainful Stroke, actually?
Disdainful Stroke 100% comes in.
Yep.
Vendilion Click also comes in. Other than that, Elspeth is okay.
Yeah, I guess.
Negate's okay.
What are all of Blessed Alliance things? Sack a creature, gain 4 life, or tap something?
I thought those were the only 2 modes. Those are the only 2 modes anyone ever used.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the last one is like non-relevant.
Blessed Alliance, untap up to 2 creatures.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever seen that mode used, but I'm sure it's been relevant in at least one game of Magic at some point.
Yeah, in Standard at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it was in Standard, I'm sure that was a big thing.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, you sack a creature, I'm going to untap 2 of my blockers.
I mean, that was in, like, Collected Company format, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure it was in that deck, and you could do some tricky stuff by, like, swinging in with your creatures. Because you'd have a ton of small creatures in that deck.
Yeah. All right, so after game 1, who are you still who are you favoring? Who are you behind?
I still think Vinny's favored.
I agree.
The Scapeshift deck, especially with Meddling Mage,
Yeah.
doesn't have enough interaction to just deal with the small creatures.
Yeah, I think having 2 was pretty huge.
Yeah.
Which is like, obviously, and he didn't like search out any of them or do anything like so. He was actually just kind of lucky to have 2 of them. Because, he named Lightning Bolt, which was really good, but then keeping him off of Titan the whole game.
Yeah, the second one was really important, because if he didn't name Titan there, the Titan could have just come down and bolted both of his Meddling Mages.
Yeah, or just the 1, if he only had the 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have just, played it, gotten the Valakut, bolted the first one, and then had a bolt for anything else.
Man, the way he's shuffling his cards really hurts me. He's definitely just absolutely zero regard for his cards.
Yeah. On the other hand, Matt is like the most ginger shuffler I've ever seen in my life. To be fair, I'm not the most gentle shuffler.
Yeah,
and I try to catch myself on it.
I know.
I try, but it's just the way I learned how to do it with like normal playing cards.
Yeah, that's those are worth pennies.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Not my fucking $2,000 infect deck.
Yeah.
That's only $2,000 because I decided to upgrade it from $600 to $2,000.
We just buy masterpiece breeding pools.
Yep. And then promo everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I'm almost done, by the way. I think the only promos I'm missing are the Inkmoth Nexus.
Those ones are hard to get.
Yeah, they are. And then I'm missing a couple other foils. And then obviously I need the Masterpiece Shock or Fetch Lands.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Vinny here, 1 game away from winning 2 weeks in a row, I think.
Yeah.
I want to say he won last week. I'm not completely sure. But I definitely remember him winning at some point.
I mean, he's showing the power of deck building, I guess, right?
Yeah.
And how diverse the modern format really is.
All right, so Vinny not liking his opening hand. Looks like Matt's keeping 7. I definitely saw a Roast and a Valakut in his hand. That's all I saw.
I mean, that's pretty good. It's a good start.
Roast is fine. If Vinny has Meddling Mage, he definitely doesn't name Roast first. So
No.
you get him with that.
Yep.
If he doesn't have Meddling Mage and he goes for his combo, Roast disrupts that. So that's fine.
Yeah, that's really good. So with Matt being on the play, the question is, do you roast the Noble Hierarch on turn 1 or turn 2 technically?
Probably
if
not.
he has it, and just banking on him casting the Knight on turn 2 and getting that.
Yeah, I don't like spending my 2 mana removal spell that is like very specifically suited for killing one of his combo pieces that can get too big on a 0/1. What is Retreat in Vinny's deck? That is Retreat to Coral Helm. I will bring the card up for you.
All-Star and no format.
Yeah.
Actually, it was a pretty good Unlimited. Scrying one Unlimited was very good.
Yeah, so basically the combo is he has Knight of the Reliquary and Retreat to Coral Helm, and the 2 cards go infinite with each other. Because you can
technically infinite.
It goes for as long as you still have lands in your deck.
Yep. Which is generally 20 by the time you cast it.
Yeah.
Roughly.
Anyway.
And you use the tap and untap mode.
Yeah.
You keep untapping your Knight until it gets big enough to one-shot your opponent, and then with the rest of the triggers from getting the rest of your lands, you tap down your opponent's team and then attack.
Vinny shocking on 1 to play a Birds. Matt starting off with Steve for some ramp. Vinny definitely representing Spellcaller again.
And he has it. I saw him draw it on turn 1.
Okay. So
definitely has
you probably Spellcaller any card here.
Yeah, you just want to get a clock on, I think. I think there's a Bloodbraid in his hand. Which I think you would just go for here.
That definitely plays this turn, and that definitely gets Spellcallared.
And then gets roasted next turn.
Yeah.
And then you're going to get the Cascade trigger twice.
Oh, yeah.
Which seems real good.
Yeah, actually, I don't know how I feel about Spellcallering a Cascade card. That seems actually pretty bad.
I don't know. It depends on the situation. Like, when he had Meddling Mage on Bolt, I think it's better. But
sure, yeah, definitely do it there. But it's, like, questionable otherwise.
Man, is he about to Farseek just to roast this bird? That feels really bad if he does that.
Roast reads, deal 5 damage to a creature without flying.
Ah, damn, doesn't even hit spell
You cannot roast Birds of Paradise. That is an illegal move.
That is. Dang, I was thinking too, because I was like, man, if he hits Bloodbraid, you get to roast the Spellcaller next turn, but you can't do that either.
Yeah, Vinny's just forced to cast empty Spellcaller.
Sometimes it's just good enough. I've learned that. At first I was like, man, you can't just not get value. And then after playing with it, especially in Standard for a long time, it's just like, sometimes it's
he brought in
Rending Volley.
Rending Volley, yeah.
That's good.
So he gets to kill that.
Yep.
Still on the end.
Damn, would have been really good if he
Bloodbraided if he Bloodbraided and then was able to Rending Volley it and get another Cascade trigger. He could have put Vinny in a much worse position there. If he
hit anything relevant.
Yeah, if he just went for Bloodbraid Elf.
Yeah, he has Path to Exile now, which is pretty good against the Bloodbraid. I mean, it's gonna. It's not like super good.
Yeah,
but it's gonna stop him from beating his face in every turn.
Draw step, click him.
Yeah, that's good.
That's fine. That's probably gonna put the Bloodbraid Elf on the bottom.
Yep. I don't see why you wouldn't.
Yeah, I understand how an intervening if clause works. I don't know why you're posting that now.
Somebody might have asked about it. Oh, no?
think anybody did.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. Yeah, Click is going to put the Bloodbraid to the bottom. He draws a Windswept Heath. So now his hand is Roast.
3 lands.
3 lands?
Yep.
That doesn't look too good. And Roast has no targets on this board?
Nope. Notably, he does have a Forest, which is slowing down his Valakut triggers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because otherwise he could eventually get to the point where I'm just going to bolt your Vendilion Click and
It would
bolt
be
your
next
bird.
turn.
Yeah.
If he didn't have a Forest.
That might cost him. He's definitely looking at that Roast right now. I was clarifying my original post as someone out here asked what it meant exactly.
Oh.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the Roast looks bad right here because he just has the flyers of his deck. But, I mean, if he ever just, like, plays Knight.
Yeah, it answers it immediately, sure.
Yeah. For now. Until he gets one more fetch land. Because there's 3 lands in his graveyard. Right? That's what that middle card is on another land? No. No, that's not, is it?
No, that is...
Oh, that's the Spell Queller.
That is the Spell Queller,
Okay, yeah, so he's got one more land. One more land leeway until that Roast does actually nothing.
Yeah. I mean, it can kill other creatures, but I don't know what other creatures you're really interested in killing.
Noble, I guess. I think the only one in his deck that it actually kills now, right?
Scavenging Ooze.
Yeah, sure.
He's going to fall to 17. He's got a lot of time to answer this.
Yeah, he's not on a particularly quick clock.
Stirring Wildwood adds to that clock, though.
Mm-hmm.
He's now attacking for 6 a turn. Stirring Wildwood, I think, only costs 3 to activate.
Yeah, it's like a 3-3 with Vigil.
It's a 3-4 with Reach.
Yeah, with Reach. Worst of the keywords out of the man lands, but really good body for the rate.
Yeah, it's a very solid card. Plays a land. Now 1 land off of getting Valakut triggers.
Yep, and he has it in his hand. He has a Windswept Heath.
Mm-hmm.
So he can go get he's going to shock himself, or he's going to bolt himself to bolt something. Because he's going to have to fetch shock. Or no, he doesn't have to shock.
Oh, he's got a Mountain and a Windswept Heath in hand.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. So yeah, he's going to be able to free bolt something.
Yeah, so Vinny has to find a new clock here pretty soon.
He's got the Wildwood. Being 4 toughness is relevant.
Yeah, actually.
He won't be able to do anything about it.
Also immune to Roast. So that's pretty good.
Being sorcery speed.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think he just activates Wildwood and gets in.
Yeah.
Yeah, going in for 6. Drops to 11. That's a pretty quick clock.
We're seeing the power of manlands today.
Yeah, definitely. That clock's about to be cut in half, but
yeah,
it's still pretty solid.
Yep. Unless he draws like a Titan here.
Draws another Cinderglade.
It's fine. It's another bolt.
Yeah, it's another bolt, but he's losing this race.
Yes. He needs to find a Titan or a Scapeshift here.
All right. I think he's deciding where to put his trigger.
I would assume it's just on the Vendilion Click, right?
Yep.
There's no reason not to.
Yep, you got to get that off the board.
Yeah. I think he's like in a spot though. Like Matt seems so far behind, right? If he just top decks a Scapeshift, he just wins, right?
Oh yeah, that's part of this deck's appeal, right? Is you just like have this card that you can cast for 4 mana that you can top deck at any time that wins you the game. If you get past, what is this, turn 7?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so like the Wildwood's not like a super fast clock.
It's enough to make it so it's like he doesn't have infinite time.
Mm-hmm.
And a Steve would be pretty good too. Just being able to block the Wildwood for free once, and then bolt something.
Teferi doesn't do a lot here, honestly. I honestly just...
It lets him draw to try to find his combo, I guess, but...
I'd consider just bashing with the land instead.
Yeah. No, it's definitely a viable plan.
What's that card he's reaching for?
Gavany Downchip.
It doesn't do a whole lot either, but sure.
How much is it to activate Gavany? Like 5?
It is 5. It's like 3 white-green.
Yeah. I was going to say, is there any possible way he's able to activate Wildwood and Township in the same turn? No way. Nope.
Absolutely not. Okay. Pluses to Teferi. Untaps Stirring Wildwood and Temple Garden.
Yeah, I mean, he can keep it on defense, I guess, for the turn.
Yeah. So now Matt is in a weird spot.
Click you at the draw step.
Click you in your draw step. Yep.
He drew another Bloodbraid too.
He did. That's not staying in his hand.
Nope.
That roast looking very sad.
Yeah, I mean it's like so good too, and it's just not here.
See, now Vinny's like switched to this weird like control deck.
Yeah. And instead of paying 6 mana to beat you with a 4/4 Flying Vigilance, he's paying 3 mana to beat you with a 3/4 Breach.
And I mean, Matt just gets to bolt this click off the table, but the fact that he was not able to get any value off of what was probably one of the best draws in his deck after Scapeshift and Titan is a pretty big deal.
What did he draw into? Another land?
I couldn't tell, but from the way he's playing, it looks like another land. He's got Mountain, Windswept Heath, and 1 card. Oh, yeah, Wooded Foothills.
Yep.
Is another fetch land. Yep. Trigger, kill your click again.
I think, would it be the correct play to play the fetch land here? Because you play the fetch, kill the thing, and then you get to, like, end step.
The fetch land isn't a mountain.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Yeah, you're right.
If you have Prismatic Omen in play, it is a mountain. But he does not have Prismatic Omen in play.
Dang. Unfortunate.
Yeah, so now he just gets to plus this to Fairy, swing in with Stirring Wildwood and untap it every turn.
Yeah. I mean, not that it really matters.
You can also play Noble, swing in for 4 a turn.
Yeah, that seems pretty good. It will, yeah, I guess it will allow it so if Matt is ever able to like resolve a Bloodbraid Elf, he has the Stirring Wildwood on defense, so like just kill it.
Yep.
That is what we call a synergy.
Vinny's still dead to top deck Scapeshift.
Yeah.
Still probably dead to Titan. Just needs to fade these draws for a while.
He's not quite dead to Titan,
but probably can't come back if he draws it.
Probably pretty good.
Anger of the Gods.
Not great.
You probably just cast it, right?
Yeah, there's no reason not to.
It's never going to have more of a text box than it does right now, probably.
Yep, you cast it, you get the Exalted triggers off the table, and then you just play your land, bolt to Fairy.
Yeah. This is really unfortunate. This is like the problem with these ramp decks, right? Is you
sometimes draw the wrong half of your deck.
You sometimes draw the wrong half of your deck, or you get set up and you have nowhere to go.
Mm-hmm. And then it's even worse because that happens, and then you always have that feeling of if I would have just drawn something, I would have won. And
now like also you got to keep in mind Vinny is like actually just representing Cryptic Command here.
And Spell Queller. So if he has like Scapeshift, he's like, it doesn't even resolve. I mean, you have to play it. You can't not play it because you'll just die.
Plays his fetch land. Probably thinking about whether or not he wants to cast this Anger.
I don't see why you wouldn't.
Casting Anger here, taking the Hierarch off the table, lets him live 1 more turn. Yeah. So it seems correct to me.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he could fetch. It doesn't even matter because I was gonna say he could fetch to kill it before the Exalted trigger, but he's still taking a damage to do it.
Vinny draws his card, pluses to Fairy, goes into the tank. I don't know what he can have here.
I don't know what he's even worried about.
Well, he's probably thinking, like, assuming he doesn't have interaction in his hand for Scapeshift, he's probably thinking, how can I give him the lowest number of draws towards Scapeshift?
Sure.
Because can he activate Gavany Township and attack this turn?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, so he's tapping like that to animate it.
Yeah. No, I think he would need 1 more land to do that.
No? I don't think so. He could have done this. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. It doesn't increase your clock,
well,
right?
It's 5, right? 5 and tap it to activate Gavany. So he's 1 land.
Oh yeah, he's 1 land short. You're right. It doesn't matter. It doesn't add to his clock. Matt's now at
It would have
3.
if he'd taken the noble off the table.
That's true. I really don't know why he's holding the anger. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so now he's in a position where he has to untap and draw something that wins the game or he loses.
Mm-hmm.
If he had cast anger last turn,
He gets one extra.
he would have 1 extra draw. Oh, and he has a Jace? So now he just gets to Jace Fate Seal you, and the game ends, right?
I mean, he could still take something out, get something off the top.
Sure. Yeah, he could, like, have Scapeshift on top.
Or just, like, Titan Scapeshift.
Sure. Is he actually just going to brainstorm? That kind of surprises me. Because the way you lose this game is by him top decking Scapeshift.
I think
unless Vinny has like negate or something, then it doesn't matter.
I think that's like his plan. He's going down to 1 mana to cast it though. Oh no, well he's gonna get to untap.
He gets to untap 2 lands.
Yeah, I think what he was doing was saying I can draw either like a negate or a spell queller to stop the Scapeshift from killing me. And he didn't draw either. He drew a meddling mage, which would have been good if he had 2 untapped lands before his end step. Although, did he play a land this turn?
The thing is, though, if Matt finds a Titan, Vinny's also in trouble there, too. Because he gets to get 2 lands, take Jace off the table, and kill the Noble Hierarch, and have a 6/6 blocker for the Wildwood.
And then Teferi minuses, and then he kills him. He just puts Titan back in his deck, and then activates Wildwood and kills him.
Yeah, that doesn't work. And he top decks another land. Yeah, this is over.
It's a lot of lands.
If he had cast Anger last turn, he would have another turn.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to be thinking right now, like, if there's a Titan on top of his deck, he's gonna feel real bad.
Mm-hmm. Or Scapeshift.
He can cast Anger this turn and double fetch to kill Wildwood. That is true. Yeah, I forgot about that.
And brings him down to 1.
Yeah. So Vinny has to find another piece of interaction. I forgot he had the second fetch in hand.
He does have a meddling mage in his hand, so he has like another creature to be able to like instantly say, "All right, you're on the clock again."
Yeah, but that creature can be bolted by Valakut, though.
It's true.
And the other thing is, the fairy is going to ultimate in 1 turn. There's no way Matt ever beats the fairy emblem.
No, because he just takes Valakut off the table, like immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still leaves him dead to Scapeshift, though.
Yeah.
He just gets the other Valakuts out of his deck.
I don't know. The thing is like, he's running out of mountains to play to like trigger.
Is he?
I mean,
he's got 1 stomping ground in play. He definitely has 4.
I mean, I guess he would have to be like Scapeshift, get 3 Valakuts, and then like 5 lands.
Yeah. Vinny brainstorming. I don't see anything relevant there. I see Knight of the Reliquary. Another Reliquary, but no retreat. Actually doesn't matter anymore because he's at 3, so retreat doesn't really have a text box. Not a relevant one anyway.
I mean, it still lets him get him all the lands out of his deck if he gets to untap, right?
Yeah. But, like, any attack with the Knight's going to kill at this point. Okay, so he has to fire up the Wildwood here, even though he knows it's dying, just to put Matt to 1.
Yeah. Wait, couldn't he have just... Oh, no. He needed the extra mana to... I forgot the mana dorks, or what was allowing him... Jeez, I couldn't say that at all. To threaten to Gavany and Stirring in the same turn?
Sure, yeah. I mean, that still doesn't matter, because it only makes it a 4/5.
Sure.
So it still dies to bolt. Okay, so the Wildwood dies here unless Vinny has some way to protect it. He doesn't.
Nope.
He's already activated both Planeswalkers. If you've got another creature in hand, you got to commit it to the board now.
I mean, he knows. I mean, I guess.
Because it's just about giving Matt the least number of outs.
Yeah. And then he's directing the bolts at your creatures.
If he has two creatures here, Matt has to make 2 land drops to get rid of both of them, or find a way to win.
I think he has Knight and Meddling Mage in his hand.
Yeah, those definitely both play. Oh, he
double Meddling Mage?
Double Meddling Mage, yeah.
So you just like play both, name Lightning Bolt and Titan?
Well, you probably name Scapeshift and Titan, right? But the problem is, if Matt has a land plus draws Scapeshift, he can go both or draw Scapeshift or Titan. He can just go both the one that named the thing I drew.
Yep.
Play it.
Yep. He does have a fetch land in his hand too. Fetch land and roast. He does have the roast still. That he knows about. So
yeah.
He
this doesn't matter much.
I guess he just names roast, right?
Yeah. I imagine Vinny has a lot of lands in the yard though for Knight. Like it's probably immune to roast and immune
Tracker?
to.
Okay.
I don't think he has a land to follow it up with. It's untapped 2. This needs to be a big draw. That's a Scapeshift. That's very sad.
He has the fetch land. Oh, he doesn't. He can't crack it. He's at 1. He can't crack the fetch land to get the mountain.
He has roast though.
Oh right.
Yeah,
I forgot he had roast.
Actually doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets to go roast the roast that Vinny knew about from the beginning of the game.
Right.
And then cast Scapeshift and win the game. I think if he has enough mountains left in his deck, I'm like 90% sure he does.
The best way he could do that is triple Valakut 5 mountains. And he has 2 Stomping Grounds left, and I think he has 1 Cintergrid left.
Yeah, he's just doing the math in his head to confirm. Yeah. I mean, he gave himself a lot of draws towards Scapeshift, and he found it.
Yeah.
That's what we were talking about. That's what he had to do. Yeah, I think
just
we're getting
off
game
the
3.
Top, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is what Scapeshift does.
Yep. All right. Well, while we go to game 3, I'm going to use the restroom.
Okay.
This is so intense.
Yeah, Vinny just looking at his hand. Has no relevant cards. I wonder if instead of casting the tracker, he should have cast second Meddling Mage named Scapeshift, because I think he has a second one in his hand. That would have saved him here. It wouldn't have saved him from a Titan, though. Yeah, so now Matt just has to demonstrate that he has enough mountains to kill him. Oh, and he floated mana from everything before he sacked it, right? So yeah, he just gets 3 Valakuts, 5 mountains, and wins the game. And 1 more. He doesn't have 1 more. Oh, he does. Okay. Yeah, that should be more than enough triggers. Better than KCI, that's what keeps winning in my LGS. I agree. KCI, not particularly fun to play against or watch. Like, I've very often had games against KCI where I just get to turn 4 and sit there for like actually 10 minutes.
So I just confirmed as I walked by, Matt lost the game.
How?
Because he is 1 mountain short.
He grabbed 5 mountains.
You need apparently you need the 6th mountain. Because
because it says if you control 5.
Right. Yeah. So the 5 come in, then you need the 6th one to actually start triggering Valakut.
Yeah, I saw him looking through his deck, and he got to his last mountain.
Yeah.
and
He was one short.
I thought he was one short, and then he grabbed a mountain. I was like, okay, there's 5. Yeah, he definitely needs one more.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's like, because it says, the way it words is when a mountain enters the battlefield, if you have 5 or more, it's just a weird wording.
Yeah.
So you have to have 6
lost
enter.
to...
Too many, like...
So the fact that he had to crack those fetch lands to kill the Wildwood made him lose the game.
Yeah. So if you'd angered and not had to crack them to...
I don't think that was a punt. I think...
No, I think it was. I think if he would have angered first, like when we said, and then taken the damage, he wouldn't have had to crack the fetches to kill the Wildwood. He would have still been at 1 that turn.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because he would have had an extra turn.
Right.
He wouldn't have... yeah, because the Wildwood would have hit in for 3 instead of 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he would have still been at 1 and had the 2 mountains in his deck.
Yeah, no, that was a punt, yeah.
Yeah.
Like we were saying, I don't know why you sandbag the anger.
Yeah,
it's
no.
never really getting any better than it was there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's rough.
A little bit, Sometimes you just lose to yourself and it feels
rough.
bad.
Your deck gives you the top deck you need, and it just doesn't matter. I don't know.
All right. Well, I guess that means that Vinny is once again our winner on Bant Retreat.
Yeah, I